So this is where you see that 122 has a really good strategy. What they would do is they would change up the tiles where they had P and X, they had BLK, and I believe they had another one. Now we did similar situation. This is basically what you would call the tile wars. Oh, and then you see Captain Saberho ass Miles get blown the fuck up. Boom.
HiveBurners flames, watching crash they burn. MLB crumbles, never lessons learned. 46 coalition reach the last dismissed. Pull back the smoke, Mr. Kick can smell like cat piss. Racist chance on Luke, drowning in the hate. Mocking cultures, lost in a twisted fate. HiveBurner blazes through, doesn't miss a step. Lighting truth, that the fear meets its rep. Daggers, words they throw, disgrace in their play. Slugs and cuss words fly, echoes in dismay. HiveBurner steps up, cuts through the noise. Strength in every rhyme, reclaiming lost poise. False kings claim the hood, and IGHA's in play. Messiahs stumble, lost in what they say. Tangle rage, binds them tight, shadows hold fast. HiveBurner loves the charge, freedom spell is cast. HiveBurners flames,
What it do? What it do? KayBoss here. And I hope y'all doing superb. What are we talking about today? Oh. This is the story about a season called 7. And this is the battle for supremacy. Now, I know a lot of people out there have been watching my videos of late, and I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for paying attention to the conversation. Now, we're going to switch to going over why the so-called domination of 146 versus 122. Where did it start? Where did it break down to? And this little video is going to try to explain something. Now, the thing that's happening here is that we've had a lot of situations happen. And as people know, I got exiled for stating a fact. I still haven't got anybody from 146. I mean, I'm getting the, why would you tell on us? And it's not really telling on you. It's basically letting people know that, there was some fumbling going around, and there was some mismanagement that happened, and it needed to be corrected. Now, I wasn't going to go in at all. The very first video that I did was basically to go over what we miscued. Now, originally when I made the video, I had made another one that was more scorching hot than the first one. So I toned it down back a bit. And then that's why I said to myself, when I put out a video about being one-sided and not showing everything, right? So that made me, record differently. It made me record in a way to where I'm more or less objective, and I would be more objective as far as showing the bigger picture. Now, when I made the angles, and you'll see in this video where I just left it in one general spot instead of, inclusifying myself in a lot of the battles, because, it's hard to not do that when you're recording and playing at the same time. So if I were just a camera guy, that's what I really basically did it on. So then I fought on one account and then recorded on another. Now that's what these videos will show from that point on, is that I really only battled with one and then recorded with others. So you're going to see where there's going to be cuts and edit. It's not because I'm trying to cut things out. I'm cutting things out because the action moved. So I just want to give you guys the heads up that this was a new way of recording, right? And so that's the reason why you're going to see cuts and breaks. So no one will say, oh, look, he cut that out. He cut out certain battles. So this is what we were going over. And this is what the final cut and edit is on this video. Now this is the Nacho Gate. Now this is kind of where on the very top of the map where we control the very beginning of the season. So I'm going to chronicleize it back all the way until about when we fought them to take over. I can't remember the gate. I'll look at it here in a second. But this is at the very beginning. This is when we had complete control over the top, where we had the ruins and everything. And the Nacho Gate was where their stronghold was, and they held that gate the whole time. We never took this gate from them. Originally, we tried to take the gate from them, and we kept getting a lot of losses here. And this is where some of the breakdown in communication, and this is where a lot of people started having issues. Now, we had a few people that started to quit here. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to, disrespect anybody. And like I said, these videos are not to disrespect somebody. So if you get your feelings hurt, you're getting your feelings hurt because it's the truth. And if you don't like what I'm saying, put it in the comments. Let people know what I'm saying is incorrect. I am not getting any corrections over here. So as long as I'm on the right path, my karma is good. And I don't believe the negative feedback from other people is going to really hurt my feelings. But at the end of the day, facts are facts. And so we had a lot of bravado from people. We had a lot of shit talking, and that's what happens when you start playing war games with people. And I get it. It's part of the thing, and it's part of the content. But what I could say about 122 in this point is that, yeah, they kind of were backed into a corner at the beginning. And there was a turn in event that I'm going to have in future videos that's going to capitalize on. But one thing I can say about this is that they never gave up, and they kept poking the bear, so to speak. And that's where I could say with 146, as now that I'm exiled and I'm no longer welcome, obviously, I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings. And that's what people need to understand. If you're trying to recruit people and you're going to try to recruit them to come here, well, they should know the leadership didn't do their job. Period. If they did their job, we would have... Well, I'm going to say it like this. You have people that can't keep their fucking mouth shut. And they antagonize people. They disrespect them, especially culturally. They call women out of their name. And if that's what you want to be a part of, come on over. And you can say whatever you want. Anytime you want, we can get on a live chat with your face on it, right? And we'll talk this out. I guarantee you won't. Because you know for a fact what will happen. You want to hide behind the game. You want to hide behind the little joystick or whatever the screen you got, but you won't put your face out in front of it. That's the problem. Because then I'm going to start dropping receipts. And then when I start dropping receipts with your face on it, you're going to be mad. So now that you've poked the honey badger, I'm going to come after you. So if you got something to say it to me on a live chat so I can drop receipts of what you said, because I've been chronicalizing it in order. So if any of you from 146 that want that smoke, come for me. Trust me when I tell you. If you ain't going to get on a live chat with your face on it, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say.